Welcome back to the Irish Inside Podcast. This is episode 9. I'm Zach, and I'm joined by
Matthew.
Kiefer.
And the NFL draft is tonight, boys. So who do you think's going number 1?
Personally, I think Fernando Mendoza is going 1. But I think that's kind of like everybody knows he's going 1.
I feel like that's known at this point.
Yeah. I feel like he should be there. Like, he made the decision to not come, and I think that's weird.
What are you talking about?
Come to what?
Like, he's not going to the draft.
Yeah, he's at home, isn't he?
Yeah, he's with his family.
I think, like, if you're, like, number 1 picks should go to the green room, but after that, it doesn't really matter. You can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 1 should be on that stage. It just seems weird that, you know, if he becomes really good, he was just online. Just a Zoom call.
Have you ever seen George Pickens' photo when he got drafted?
Yeah, that was a good one.
I could see Fernando Mendoza doing something.
No, he
like
would
that.
not do that.
He's like the most chill, like, cool
I could see him
person.
doing something funny, though.
Like what?
I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but, like, him wearing some, like, plaid T-shirt out of Kohl's or something. Like Kirk Cousins, basically the same person.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And Kirk Cousins is on the Raiders, too, now,
Yeah.
so.
It's like father and son.
What a QB room. I didn't even know that.
But, yeah, I was more interested in Jeremiah Love because he could go from, like, 3 to, like, 10.
Yeah, I have him going 3 to the Cardinals.
I could see him Cardinals, Saints, Titans, or even the Chiefs.
I thought he was going to go to the Chiefs, but then he just shot up draft boards, so it's kind of crazy.
No, I like the Cowboys for him, too.
They had, like, the 12th pick, though.
That doesn't matter.
He's not going to be at 12.
He could be no, they could pass up him or they could trade up.
What are they going to trade? They have nothing to
Oh, yeah,
trade
they
up.
have been thinking about trading up. The
Yeah,
Cowboys have
yeah.
been.
They have nothing to trade up with.
But I
They
think they
do
would.
have stuff
I
to
think they
trade
would
up
trade up for like Arvell Reese or something.
That's
or
what.
Sonny
Yeah, if you
Styles.
trade up, I think it'd be like an edge.
Yeah. 'Cause
No,
they don't have Micah
The
Parsons.
Giants are going to trade up for sure because they want to get back-to-back picks. Because they want to get Caleb Downs and
Do that. Well,
who's the other guy? The other Ohio State guy?
Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles.
Yeah.
He's mass. His combine was crazy.
Sonny
Yeah.
Styles is insane.
He has a really good vert.
I think he was like predicted to go in the second round, and then the draft combine put him at like top 10
Yeah,
picks.
because he's like DK Metcalf, but faster.
Yeah.
Giants are low-key scary this year.
Yeah, they just traded Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals. I don't even know what they got back.
We say that every year, though.
No, we don't. I didn't
Yes,
think
we
Cowboys
do. And then they
did
go
last
2-12.
year.
Yes.
The Bengals or the Giants?
No, the Giants.
The Giants.
Same with the Bengals, but
Bengals are going to be terrible. Like
well, I don't know about. Okay, hold on now. I don't know about
Chiefs?
that.
Bengals.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, go Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes might not start the season.
I'm gonna be honest.
so.
I hate the Chiefs.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, he just signed an extension.
He's terrible.
Travis Kelce. I know.
He is not even top 5 tight ends all time.
Okay.
Travis Kelce.
All right, now we are going to bring in our guest, the Mr. John Donnelly. We are back with our guest, the Mr. Donnelly. Mr. Donnelly taught at P&D for 20 years. He speaks Spanish, English, and sometimes dabbles in French and German. He graduated from P&D in 1999. He was top 10 in his class. He went to UND, and most important is he is a movie, book, and trivia connoisseur. Welcome, Mr. Donnelly.
Thank you. Connoisseur, what a good word. That could be a good word of the day.
Could be a word of the
I like
day.
that. That's a good one. Yeah, thanks for having me.
I think it is word of the day.
Yeah, purposeful.
Have you guys had Mr. Donnelly for any of your classes?
Yeah,
I had him
Spanish,
freshman year
yeah.
of Spanish.
Espanol.
I had him for a classmate before I had him for a teacher.
Really?
We're
Yes.
study buddies in German one.
We-
yeah, we
in,
took-
in this
wow.
very room. Yeah.
Yes,
Whoa.
we took German in this very room for full year, right? I think
I was only able
trimesters.
to do the first trimester, but
Yeah.
I took German when I audited the German 1 class. For the
Yeah, first day I was like, that's a big student. And then you turned around and like introduced yourself as like a teacher. I'm like, oh, okay.
Was it like you had like just a free period and you just wanted to
Yeah.
learn some German?
Yeah, I've done it with French as well. I mean, it's fun. I wish I spoke like 10 languages because I just think it's fun to be able to travel the world and talk to people that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. And also, I love words and language too, and that's part of the fun also. Yeah. But also just stealing ideas for teaching first year language because teaching first year Spanish or German or French aren't all that different. I mean, obviously the words are different, so it's in the techniques. And so I definitely stole things from the German teacher and the French teacher that I audited the French 1 class at one time. So it's fun. If you're a big dork who likes to learn things, which I am, so.
Yeah, what happened to that class? Was there not enough
German?
students? Or?
Oh, no. The teacher left to become a nun in the middle of the summer.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it was hard to find. Like there's a lot of demand for Spanish these days, and also like Mandarin being another popular language. German isn't in demand as it was. I think the school did make an attempt to look for a German teacher, but there's just not as many people who teach German as there are like Spanish teachers and French teachers, and maybe, like I said, Mandarin. I think some local schools offer that one as well.
Yeah.
Or like sign language is another one.
Sophomore year turned weird because then we just took Rosetta Stone for an hour and 5 minutes every single class. It was not fun.
That could be kind of tough because I think it's a testament to the value of teachers, hopefully, and the people who had German experience, because a lot of colleges like 2 years of language, and it'd be kind of tough. I don't know if they. I'm not a college admissions person, so I don't know if like doing a year of German and a year of Spanish or a year of French has the same, like they want you to have 2 years of the same language. So I'm not sure you could. That'd be a question for like Miss Lindbergh on the previous podcast, I suppose. But which was super good. I've listened to all of them so far. They've been really fun.
Yeah, no, I've had a great time hosting these, and I think you're going to be one of our better guests that we're going to have on.
Oh, you've had some. It's a very high bar. I mean, like I said, I just listened to the student one last. I had to drive yesterday to the dentist and was listening to it. It was great.
Really?
It's been super fun. I've really enjoyed listening to them.
Yeah, and then I wanted to ask you how you got into becoming a Spanish teacher.
I actually started out as a religion teacher here. I was teaching the junior and senior religion classes, and there's obviously a big demand for Spanish as the Spanish-speaking population in the U.S. grows each year. And we were in a kind of a hard time finding some Spanish teachers, and some of my coworkers and the principal at the time knew that I spoke Spanish because I lived in South America for a couple of years after college. I was volunteering in Chile for a couple of years, and so I kind of got moved over to Spanish once they knew that I spoke Spanish.
Where did you learn Spanish? Was it like...
I studied in school, but I think I really learned it. I had actually, between my sophomore and junior college, I did a service project in Mexico for a couple months, and I liked that and felt like I wanted to kind of go back to Latin America. And then at Notre Dame, they had a program called Holy Cross Associates, because Notre Dame's run by the Congregation of Holy Cross, which our former bishop was a part of that congregation, Bishop Schenke. And then they had this program where you could be in the U.S. for a year volunteering or internationally for 2 years, and I picked the international one. So I actually went to Bolivia for 3 months. There's a language institute that Maryknoll runs there in Cochabamba, Bolivia. Maryknoll is another religious institute within the Catholic Church. They do a lot of mission work. They're a really neat organization. So I was in Bolivia for 3 months and then in Chile for 2 years volunteering. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Do you like teaching-wise? I know a lot of people will say like they learn it better through like listening to other people speak the language than actually being taught it.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference like on that?
I do think immersion is the best way to learn a language. And it's like it was something I really enjoyed taking the German class. Like the German teacher spoke a lot of German in German, and the same with French. And I feel like I probably should do more in Spanish one. But it's tough when people haven't had any of it before. Yeah. But I do think I'd heard a lot of people say that before I went out of the country that it takes about a year to really feel comfortable, and I kind of noticed that because we went to Peru for like a week to visit some of the things that Holy Cross did up there. I remember this was after I'd been in South America for about a year. I felt like the Peruvians were like speaking slowly. I wanted to like speak more quickly. I was like, oh, I must be doing okay if I like jokes or another one, or song lyrics if I were ones that kind of took time. But it did take like just about a year of really being surrounded by it before it started to like find yourself really thinking in it and not having to translate. So it was fun.
We had some of these pictures that we just wanted to show you if you could tell us a little bit about some of them. Yeah,
so one of my things I think I threw in the brag sheet there is I like to go to concerts a lot. I really enjoy seeing live music, especially in the summers. It's nice. I've been to Bonnaroo a few times. I've been to Lollapalooza a few times, and just little concert venues around the U.S. Like I've been to Red Rocks for a couple shows. My wife and I went to the Gorge in Washington State, which is a really amazing venue. We saw Joni Mitchell there. So I don't know, I just really enjoy live music, and it's one thing I liked about working at Kenny's as well, is getting to see a lot of bands. This was a Jason Isbell show. I like him a lot. This was at Two Brothers, which is a brewery up in Aurora, I think is where it's based out of. And so it's like my family and my parents are on the left there. They're great. Then my sister and brother. So my brother-in-law's in the middle there. Then my sister and my brother. I'm the oldest of three, and my sister-in-law is on the far right there. So
I heard Coachella was good this year.
It looked like a really good lineup.
It did look good.
I was the second weekend. Casey Musgraves filled in too, and I really like her a lot. Yeah. She's got a new album coming out, and the first couple singles have been good. I've seen her a couple times. She's great. So yeah, but it looks like actually a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, I know. Normally there's a lot of people that don't like it or they say it's expensive, which I agree with, but it always kind of looks fun. Like I saw Justin Bieber was there.
Yeah.
It looked good. Yeah.
I saw the first weekend he was doing some kind of karaoke with some of his videos a little bit. But no, it's probably the one big festival I haven't been to. So like I'd say the three major American festivals, or the biggest American festivals, would be like Bonnaroo and Lollapalooza and Coachella. I've been to Bonnaroo, I've been to Lollapalooza, but I've never been to Coachella. And actually, the volunteer program I did the international version. There were some versions where they were out in California, and so they actually volunteered at Coachella and said it was a lot of fun getting to volunteer at that and help out and work that. So it'd be fun volunteering because then you'd still get to listen to the music. So.
What do we got going on here?
In college, I let my hair grow long, and I'm due for a haircut today. Actually, I'm pretty excited. It's about as long as I get, but that is a year without a haircut. My hair grows up instead of down, I would say. So it was nice because like it's portable shade. Between my junior and senior year of college, I worked for a PIFCO, mowing a lot of territories around the area, a lot of properties around the area. And I didn't have to worry about my ears or my face getting burned because I had a sombrero basically with me wherever I went. So, yeah, that was my senior year picture in college.
Wow.
When you like swim, did that just like all come down on the sides?
Not a big swimming guy, I would say.
Oh, really?
I actually, speaking of college, I got to take swimming class in college at one time. They recently got rid of it. The University of Notre Dame had for all incoming freshmen, you had to swim 2 lengths of the pool. You'd swim on your stomach and your back. I just don't really dig water and swimming. Yeah. So I remember hearing about that. I was like, that can't be a thing. It was a thing, in fact. So they have you take PE your freshman year. My first rotation was a swimming class. So I got to take swimming in college. So I actually learned a little bit. I could kind of swim on my back a little now. Well, at least at the time. I don't know how I do today, but yeah, so I just, I don't know, I've still, my excuse is always, I've got tubes in my ears, which a lot of times little kids will have to like help regulate your eardrum. I'm just a big kid, I guess, because I still get them popped in I've probably like 30 times at this point in my life had tubes put in my ears. My ear, nose, throat system is apparently not great, but it works out once you get the tubes in there. So that was always my excuse for not swimming, but really it was because I just not a fan of swimming so much.
Where are we here?
Is that another concert?
Yeah, it's a concert actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I was at a summer camp, which is I guess the music festival closest to us. So I'll see almost anything live because again, it's just fun to see music, especially seeing it with other people. I got a lot of friends who I used to bartend with who like I'd say it's all those jam bands, which I don't know if it's bands that do a lot of like improvisation. That's a hard word to say. Not a word of the day, maybe, but improv. Yeah,
could be.
I still like connoisseur. That's such a good word.
Yeah, I do like that word.
Again, I like to make it a democratic type thing. You get to choose your word of the day. Yeah. But I started getting to them a little bit though. So bands will play like really long stretches. I'd say the Grateful Dead would probably be the biggest example of that, or kind of the first one I can think of. Though a lot of jazz would have done that previously too, but. So there's a bunch of bands that have kind of followed in the Grateful Dead's footsteps, and there's a band called Goose that a lot of my friends like quite a bit. They played at Kenny's 2 times, which is wild because now they play like they'll headline huge venues, but they played this really small place in Peoria. They played summer camp a few times. So a few years ago, I got to attend summer camp and was watching Goose there. So it was fun.
I gotta ask, where did you get those sunglasses? Those
are
just
Five and Below.
Really?
Yeah. They sell heart sunglasses for just $5. How can that exist?
That's
like,
crazy. Those just look beautiful.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I would pay twice that. So
I would too.
Yeah, so Five and Below, which is next to Barnes and Noble, which is a store I kind of try to avoid sometimes because I buy too many things there. But Five and Below, they keep a pretty hard cap at $5, which I appreciate. But yeah, if you're looking for some, Five and Below.
You know, you kind of look. You know who Tyler Toney is?
I do not.
From
Dude Perfect?
Dude Perfect.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with the Dude Perfect guys, but I've watched that ESPN documentary on them, but I don't know them individually. But
kind of look like him.
Did you ever watch the Weekend halftime show for football?
Yeah.
That's what you look like. Like when he looks up at the stars and like it's like glittering in his like glasses or whatever. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I think that was a COVID halftime show, like 2021. So like it was a little tricky as far as the people could have. But I thought that was like him wandering around. I'm aware that I like weird stuff. I like that a lot. I thought it was kind of fun. So this is my wife and I. This is actually just before we got married. The summer before we got married, we took a trip to the Pacific Northwest, which I've never been to before. So this is right by the Olympics mountains in Washington State. Because for Christmas that year, my wife, one of her favorite music artists is Joni Mitchell, who I like but hadn't listened to quite as much. But she hadn't played a concert, and she hadn't performed a ticketed concert in like 20 years. Maybe the year before this, she had been at the Newport Folk Festival as kind of a surprise. But she announced a show at the Gorge, which is a concert venue that's a kind of a natural valley, like a dome, not a dome, valley type thing, where the Columbia River. I might be off my geography here, but so we went out there for a week and like went to Vancouver and Washington State, and her aunt and uncle live out there. So we went on a hike, like a 7-mile hike through the Olympics. So it was really fun. So a picture from Pacific Northwest, which is gorgeous. It's a wedding day. So yeah, got married at St. Thomas, which is where I went I went to St. Bernard for kindergarten and first grade, but then from 2nd grade through 8th grade I went to St. Thomas and then got married there. And so this is our wedding day. So.
Oh, you're gonna be a dad soon. Oh, so we hear you're gonna be a dad soon.
Not know that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Once Mr. Lyons joined the club, I was like, boy, maybe I should try this, too. But no, my wife and I, we've got a baby. The due date's May 16th, so less than a month away. So we'll see.
You know if it's a boy or a girl?
We're going to wait and be surprised, actually.
Oh, wow.
Are
Okay.
you gonna do like a gender reveal party or when it comes out?
That's when we'll find out. So yeah, no gender reveal party. It was fun. One of the so my wife teaches at St. Phil's. She teaches kindergarten through 8th grade art.
Okay.
And she said one of her 2nd graders was telling her the way you find out whether it's gonna be a boy or a girl is you just hit a golf ball really hard and then it turns either pink or blue, which I thought was hysterical because obviously that child had been to a gender reveal and it was like deadly serious with my wife. He's like, no, you just got to hit a golf ball really hard. It'll be pink or blue. But yeah, we're gonna wait and be surprised. So yeah, I'm fantastically excited. Technical difficulty maybe there.
Technical difficulties.
All right. Now we're gonna move into snack talk, or I guess
We're back with snack talk and movie talk, and I'd like to welcome Ethan and Tommy.
Hey, what's up? Thanks
Hello.
for having us. Happy to be here. Yeah. Woo. Switching it up today, not just snack talk, movie talk.
Yeah.
So
we have a little bit of both.
snack talk befitting of the movies. Popcorn.
What are our flavors?
Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Here, let's put them next to each other. I don't know what they are. I can't read it from the back, but.
Texas tornado.
And this one's called Pure Evil. I'll hand this one to you guys.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so we'll open that up, and I'm gonna get us started on our movie talk while you guys are enjoying. We'll rate that stuff at the end. Feel free to pass it around if you guys want.
Here you go.
You didn't try it?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, okay. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go with my list of top 5 movies. Okay, so we'll all share. We're all gonna share. Are you enjoying it, Skiefer?
I am really enjoying this. I
Good.
love kettle corn.
Okay, good.
It's really good.
Good. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad you enjoy it, Tommy. Yeah.
Very
Okay. So for my top movie, I put Casino Royale, the James Bond movie. It's solid. It's a solid. Changed up. Used to be Skyfall, but it's all right. I feel like Casino Royale is a little more cinematic. So, second favorite, I put Anyone But You. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a pretty solid movie. Good to watch like whenever. I feel like
That's the Netflix romantic comedy, right?
Yeah,
Sydney Sweeney and
yeah.
What's his name from
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Super good movie. Number 3, Top Gun Maverick. The original's good. The new one, I just love the audio. It's just you know, get some good speakers going, and it's
The
great.
Val Kilmer stuff's really poignant.
Yeah. Spider-Man: Far From Home, number 4. I had to have a Spider-Man on there. Far From Home, I think, is the best. And then number 5. I don't know how I feel about this as a number 5, but Harry Potter: Prisoner of Azkaban. I felt like I really used to like Harry Potter, like this movie specifically, and I feel like it's still a solid movie. But I have honorable mentions, and I'm going to share
Well,
those.
that's a big jump from the second one to that one too, because you switched
Yeah.
from Chris Columbus, who did like Home
Yeah.
Alone in the first 2 Harry Potters, but then it's Alfonso Cuarón, like which we watched Children in
Yeah.
films class. He directed that one.
Oh,
so
really? Okay.
That's there's a huge jump between the second Harry Potter. and the
Yeah,
third Harry
it's like
Potter,
all
and it's-
happy, and then it goes down to like it's all dark and cloudy
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
the
kinda
lighting
children.
completely changes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they really like grow up in that
Yeah.
third year
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that's kind of.
So what are your honorable mentions?
So you could call this a top 10 because I have a lot of honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So I guess in no particular order, Parent Trap is just so good. That's like
the original or the remake?
the remake with
Lindsay
the
Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan.
Okay.
Yeah, not the twins, but the same person twins. Yeah. Yeah, that movie's so good. I watched that so much when I was younger. Titanic.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree. Titanic sucked.
It's a good movie.
It was one of the
I-
worst movies I've ever watched.
I worked at Knowles 14 for a long time in high school and college. The first Christmas I worked was when Titanic came out. It sold out
Yeah,
for a
tell me.
month straight. Like it
was
was
just
ridiculous.
you.
And we had it in theaters for 6 months. I saw at least a couple. Yeah, so
See?
it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while, but now I have to rewatch and think about it. But it was when it came out. It was huge.
Good movie. Also, Avengers as a category, as honorable mentions. Like Endgame is a good one for sure, and it's probably one of my favorite like Avengers movies, like specific, but all the the realm of that. And then I also put 2 shows for honorable mentions. I know this is movie talk, but shows. I had to put Outer Banks because it's awesome, and Succession. You know Succession. That's just like the
We're talking
like,
about in class
that's peak.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's peak.
It's a good one.
yeah. All right.
Stuff.
Tommy, you want to go or you want Mr. Donnelly to go? Tommy's gonna go.
Yeah.
you're saying the best for last.
I want to hear
so
Tommy's.
yeah.
He's gonna give you the illusion of choice.
My top 5 is Cars 3. Might be a hot take, but the movie's so good. Bad Boys, Spider-Man, really any of them, but mostly No Way Home.
Okay.
Top Gun, Maverick, and then Halloween.
Ooh, the original.
Yes.
Oh, that
That's
score's
such a
so
good-
good
that's
too.
such a good
The
choice.
piano.
And then I have a lot of honorable mentions.
Oh man,
That's a
but-
lot.
it's hard to narrow it down. Like I was glad when we talked about 5 versus 10 because 5 I could kind of sort of do, but 10 is like then it gets really rough. So
I
that's a
think
lot
we
of.
talked about that, but like I feel like movies are so hard to choose because there's different moods for movies, and different seasons pick up different
For
movies
sure.
as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like Christmas.
Like
especially.
Christmas, winter, summer, spring, fall. Like I'm gonna watch Remember the Titans in the fall like 8 times.
Or if you're in a good mood or not in a good mood, like
Yeah.
or if you're looking for a comedy. So like this depends on kind of what genre you're looking
That's
for
what you
too.
want.
My first honorable mentions, Up.
Ooh,
Amazing.
the
movie.
opening that one, oof, so good.
And then I have 2 shows, Tom and Jerry, and then Outer Banks.
Uh-huh.
And I have a documentary, the Diddy documentary. It was a great documentary.
The heavy one.
And then I have Dog's Purpose, Grown Up, Step Brothers, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Ooh, some good comedies there too. Comedies are tough. So I don't really show any comedies in films class. Like there's maybe funny moments in them, but like I think it's way harder to get people to agree on what's funny versus what's good drama. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like I think comedy's kind of super fluff, but you got some good ones there. But that's a way more kind of scattershot. Like it's hard to get people to agree.
The comedy you pointed out from what's the basketball one we just watched?
Oh, Hoop Dreams.
Oh my gosh, that was. I don't know if we can talk about that one on here,
Well,
but that was funny.
The best part is that there's a scene in Hoop Dreams where these recruiters are talking about the build of the players they're trying to recruit, and it just makes you really uncomfortable the way they're talking. And I think the filmmakers very deliberately left it in there. But like
Yeah.
I've had I think one class in all the years I've shown the movie because Mr. Mulcahy used to show that movie too for his sociology. But then I think he got stopped once I started showing more for films. But like. I've only had one class all the years laugh the first time they watched it, but every time we rewatch it, I can get the class to laugh because it sounds normal in context, but then when
Yeah.
you're like, wait a minute, what are these people saying? So let that be a plug to watch
Yeah.
Hoop Dreams sometime.
for
So
sure.
I might mention it on my top 5 in a bit here. We'll
Okay.
see.
Oh, okay, really. All right, Kiefer, you go. We're saving the best for last, Mr. Donnelly.
Okay, so my top 5. My number 1 is Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay.
I read the book on it, so watching the movie made it like that much better.
Is it bad
'cause
on
they're
Team
very-
Ferrari?
That's cool when it's a good
That-
adaptation.
no, Enzo Ferrari is one of the most legendary race car engineers ever.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's pretty cool. Number 2 is Baby Driver. It covers like all of my favorite topics in movies.
What a soundtrack, too.
I
The
know,
soundtrack
it's
is
so good.
Oh.
And what's so great about it is like how they lead you into thinking it's one song and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it's a completely different song.
I think I watched it I watched the day it came out in theaters, and then I watched it again the second time. Like I was driving, I put Brighton Rock on by Queen, which is a song you said.
Yeah.
It's such a good driving
What are you guys
song.
listening to? Queen. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. The music and the movie and the pacing is really great.
Yeah. Cast, too. Good cast.
Yeah, number 3 is Interstellar. Hans
Hans
Zimmer I think that's his greatest piece he's ever done.
So good.
Hans
I haven't
Zimmer
seen the
is-
movie, but I know the music. So
Yeah,
When it was released in theaters a couple years ago for the 10th anniversary, I'd liked it the first time I watched it, but rewatching it in theaters was just
me and my dad had never watched it in theaters, and then you told us about it, and we
Yeah.
went and saw it, and it was like it was louder than Top Gun.
Oh,
Like
it
it's
is,
so
yeah.
loud.
yeah. It's
But-
just a different thing in theaters. Like I know a lot of people watch movies at home, and I respect that, but like obviously I worked in the movie theater for a long time. I could do a better job. I don't get out to the movies as much as I like. I want movie theaters to continue to exist. There's some concern with some of the mergers that are taking place with some of the distribution companies that movies won't get released into theaters as much. And I think that's really a bummer because it's just it's a totally different experience. That's one of the things I think makes the film class work, that we get to use the school's auditorium. It makes the movies a very different experience to watch in that kind of environment versus watching
Yeah.
like even in the classroom or just like on your phone or something. That just it doesn't. Those movies don't work the same way.
Yeah. Number 4, I have Moneyball, and then number 5, I think I have Sicario.
Oh, cool. Those are
Which-
fun ones.
I would not recommend Sicario if you are new to like gorier movies or like slower pacing movies.
I don't know that I love. It's a little unrealistic in terms of I think how it portrays like some of the stuff on the
Yeah.
border, but the movie itself is fantastically good.
Oh,
The
yeah.
director is amazing, and the action, it's so great. Like, it is. Yeah, I saw it for the first time like last year, maybe. Fantastic. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I like that they keep it where it's on the main character and you know just as much as the main character.
Yeah.
They don't show you anything else.
Yeah, it's a fun perspective.
And then on the topic of like mentioning shows, Ted Lasso, I will say, is probably one of the greatest shows of all time.
Really?
Have you been watching Shrinking
Never
at all?
watched
Have you
it.
watched that one? Or
My
show, or, like,
parents,
Scrubs?
my parents watched it and they
Yeah.
love it. And then Scrubs, highly recommend.
Well, something I would say, and they've got I haven't seen any of the new Scrubs that they've been putting out, but like just something that I was kind of talking about the films the other day. That once you start to like, if you like a movie or you like a book or you like a TV show, and you find other things that creator made, is a good way to like maybe find other things you like.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like it can be a kind of fun way to like find other things you enjoy.
Hmm.
If you know like the person who made Top Gun or the person who made like Succession, he did a movie
Yeah.
for HBO that I heard was okay.
Mountainhead.
yeah.
That,
I heard- I
it
saw it
was
was okay.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I had high hopes, but didn't expect to see what was actually going on there. It was kind of weird, but
Okay.
yeah.
Like, I kind of heard mixed things on, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of an interesting
Yeah.
way to like kind of find some new things.
Yeah,
It's-
because what's his name? It's the main character in No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
And
Josh
then-
Brolin?
Yeah, Josh Brolin.
yeah.
Like, I follow him from movie to movie, and it's like I get the same vibe in every one of those movies, and I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's when you find an actor or a writer
Right.
or a director that you like their stuff, and you can kind of use that as a guide, and it kind of opens things up for you. Then you find people who influence them, or like when you find like musicians or movie makers you like, and they start sharing like their influences or things they like. Then it just
Yeah.
cause that's the way it works with like books. It's not like you read a book and there's one less book to read in the world. It's not that, like 3 or 4 of the books that you want to read type
Oh,
thing.
you know who's really good at that is Quentin Tarantino. If you
Oh, yeah.
like his movies, go watch the movies he likes.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
100%. Like, those are great.
Very upfront about his influences and is very enthusiastic about them,
Yeah.
which is fun.
What did he make? I'm trying to remember.
Oh,
So Pulp
he's made a
Fiction's
lot.
probably his most famous.
What?
Yeah, the Kill Bill movies. Reservoir Dogs is the first one, so it's Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction. Jackie Brown was his third movie.
Glorious Bastards.
Yeah, it was him as well.
He's got like
Once
a
Upon a
lot of
Time in Hollywood
nominations
was
and
his
everything.
most recent.
Okay. I recognize the name. I was like, I don't know if I've seen any of these.
I think he's
but-
doing a prequel, and you were just talking about how there's going to be the third Top Gun. I just saw an announcement. Someone was telling me about. My cousin was telling me that I think they're doing like a prequel about Brad Pitt's character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Interesting.
Will be Tarantino's next movie.
That would
I
be
think.
awesome.
Yeah, that should be fun.
On me and Ethan's one of our honorable mentions. We just wrote Adam Sandler. All of his movies are so good.
There's some. I feel like some are better than others, but even the ones that aren't as good, you get some fun moments in them.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
But comedy's harder. I mean, he's done some. Have you ever seen like his non-comedy ones type thing a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Like there's Punch Drunk Love, which actually is Paul Thomas Anderson. That's kind of a wild one, and very kind of different for.
Did you ever watch Uncut Gems?
Yeah, that is a very stressful movie. Like, have you seen that one? The first thing,
I think so.
It's more of a drama. He's a
Yeah.
degenerate gambler and a jeweler. It is. I liked it. I liked it more than Marty Supreme. I didn't like Marty Supreme. I liked it okay, but I liked Uncut Gems. I think even more. So you might like it, but it's a very different standard performance than like Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore or something like that.
Okay, so best for last. What are your top 10, top 5? Whatever
So this is kind of what I show in class to an extent, but Wonderful Life is my favorite movie, which is moderately
Okay, that's
embarrassing.
solid, though.
I mean, there's some things about it that make me cringe.
Yeah,
I explain to
yeah.
the students in class, like the first scene of the movie, I like a lot. The second scene of the movie is atrociously bad, and like I try to warn the students, like this next scene's gonna be awful. The next couple minutes of the movie is bad. Please just stick out through the next scenes where the stars are talking to each other.
Yeah.
It's just not a really great use of cinema as a medium of conveying information. So that'd be first. Second is actually kind of a trilogy called the Before Trilogy. It's one of my favorite directors named Richard Linklater. It's a movie called Before Sunrise, which we watch in class, which students don't generally like as much, and I get that. But then the sequel to it, Before Sunset and Before Midnight, the third movie, are movies I really just love because it kind of follows the same two characters over a 9-year period, actually 9 years apart between the movies. So it's the same two characters over 18 years, which is kind of fun to see.
Yeah.
So I love that one. I'd say third. I used to say a tie for third between No Country for Old Men and Hoop Dreams. I think I give a slight edge to No Country for Old Men now, just 'cause I love that movie so much. And then Hoop Dreams would maybe fourth. And then fifth has been a tough one because I don't know exactly what I'd pick there. It's not probably one I show in films, but I used to show a movie called The Apartment, which I really love. That's a good one. The end of it takes place on New Year's. So you talk about like seasonal type things. It's a movie a lot of times I'll try to watch around New Year's because the movie ends on New Year's and it's so good. I showed it in class. I might add it back because I'm not dropping Casablanca as one of my 2 black and white movies because Mr. Corey's been showing it now, which is great. But I might try to add it back. But the students didn't like it the couple times I showed it because the main character is kind of a pushover. I think that's made it kind of hard to watch. Or I might say Royal Tenenbaums because I love Wes Anderson movies, and that was a movie I really liked a lot at one time and still really love. But I was also thinking Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a movie I like a lot too. That's a really neat one. That's Jim Carrey, but not in a comedic role. So it's kind of fun. I think it's harder to do comedy than drama, and so it's fun. You see, like I saw an interview with Bob Odenkirk, who's done a lot. I mean, you talk about shows like Breaking Bad would be up there, and Better Call Saul would be up there in some of my favorite show lists. But he used to do comedy, like he had a sketch comedy show, and I didn't realize this, but he actually wrote the Chris Farley sketch, like Van Down by the River. Like I loved that sketch for a long time. I didn't realize Bob Odenkirk's actually the person who wrote that. But so he made the switch from comedy to drama, and I think Jim Carrey does a good job of that in Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
Same way that Sandler does in Uncut Gems.
I've heard Uncut Gems and Eternal Spot. Like those are hard watches.
We get some hot chocolate.
Oh, hot chocolate! Oh, this is fantastic. It's built into the name,
A little
but
warm.
still,
It's built
well, not too hot,
right.
so that's good. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you know
That's
what
exciting.
movie I watched recently that I
Ooh,
was
what's
like, I think we talked about it, was The Thing.
Oh, I showed that as a bonus movie last year.
That I loved it. Like me and my dad went in like blinded, like, and I thought it was gonna be like something about like aliens, obviously, but I didn't know, and I didn't watch trailers or anything.
That's the best going in.
Yes.
Like I watched that in Sicario like back to back with the first time I seen them. I guess we're running down time, I suppose. But quick plug for the popcorn again.
Yeah, what's your
we'll
rating
come
here?
back.
Yeah. Here you
Are
go.
we doing
Yeah.
1 to
Try
5
this
or
one.
1 to 10? 'Cause
We
I-
like 1 to
10.
10.
I would say like 8.5 to 9. This popcorn is fantastic.
good.
Like, I'm really
Ethan,
enjoying it.
pass him this one.
Okay,
Have him
okay.
try.
Oh, switch it up, yeah. You guys want to try the sweeter one?
I'll try it. Ethan's allergic to popcorn.
Tommy, what are you thinking about that Texas tornado?
It tastes like a steak.
No
Interesting.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got me excited.
That the
I love
popcorn does?
steak.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought
Oh,
it's
it's got
gonna
some
be
of
like
the
No,
same
you know,
seasoning.
maybe you should try it, Ethan.
No, I'm fine, thank you. Hold on.
It does have like some seasoning. Like this is really good too. Thank you
like
for
that
the
one,
awesome
Tommy?
snacks. Appreciate it.
The
That's like a
chewing.
9.
Okay. It's a 9.
Burger.
I'd say yeah. So kind of sweet and savory. Both of
Right
them.
up
Both
there.
types are really
Okay,
good.
good. Good to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up now. Thanks for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks
nice
for having
talking
us.
to
Super
you.
fun.
Yeah, this
I
movie
could-
talk
I
is fun.
talked about movies all day.
Yeah.
Welcome
no.
back, Zach and Matthew, our original hosts.
Hello. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
You guys had trivia questions you wanted to ask?
Or just trivia in general.
Yeah, we didn't really have questions. We just want to talk about trivia.
Yeah.
I could talk about. I mean, not as long as I could talk about movies, but I could talk about trivia for a while because I'm a big dork. But I do like trivia contests. I don't know. I read a lot. There's an online trivia thing I do called Learn League, which is like an invitation only type thing that my cousin got me into. I then in turn got Mr. Mulcahy into it. So he and I always compare notes. It's like a daily trivia thing that lasts for about a month or so, and they do like 4 times a year. It's you go head to head against somebody else, and it's like kind of an honor system, which I kind of like that too. But you get 6 questions a day. I try to get 3 of them right. But like I feel like a lot of like the parish trivia contest, which I've done a number of those and won in large part because I've been on teams with Mr. Mulcahy. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of being in a trivia contest, but like I think most trivia contests I've been to, like Mr. Mulcahy and 7 of my shoes could win because
Oh, he's
I-
that good. He's that good.
Oh, I thought I knew a lot of trivia till I met him, but because like he's in the 2nd tier of this trivia, I'm down in the 4th tier of 5.
Do you have a favorite theme of trivia? Like
So I
something
usually,
you really like?
so it's kind of funny. So like I said, a lot of trivia contests, like at bars or pubs or restaurants, or like the parish ones that a lot of parishes do locally, you rate like a confidence in your own answers. The thing I like about the one that Mr. Mulcahy and I do, this Learned League, is you actually rate how you think your opponents are going to do. So it's kind of like some game theory as well, but then you get to see their stats. My stats are I'm pretty good at movies. That's the one I do
yeah,
best at.
yeah.
So literature, I struggle with food and drink. Not so much the drink part. Like so, like it's kind of fun. They're just well-written trivia questions. So if it's about drink, I can usually do okay. But the food ones, I've been cooking a little the last year, so I'm trying to learn a little more.
okay,
But classical music, art, those
Yeah.
are a struggle. Science is a struggle. That's why it's fun when you put a trivia team together to get like a range of ages, because I feel like a lot of the trivia contests I've been to will be a group of like 4 couples who are friends, a lot of times they're the same age, which is a fun night out. But if you have people like different ages, because a lot of times we'll do it with different teachers here from Notre Dame, people who've taught here in the past or currently teach here, so like having a range of ages and stuff like that helps. But yeah, we've won a number of the local parish ones, and a lot of that's due to Mr. Mulcahy. But I feel like reading a lot helps if you want to do trivia or just having interest, a variety of interests. The same with like I've taught a bunch of things here over the years. taught like English classes, Spanish classes, religion classes. I was a math teacher for a week. When you have a lot of varied interests, kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. I feel like that helps like trivia type stuff.
Yeah. Okay, our last question for you today is, if you could pass the mic on to anyone, who would it be and why?
I wasn't sure. I meant to think about this, but I totally forgot. 'Cause I've been watching the episodes, and I was like, I should think about this, and totally blanked on that when I was like putting the pictures together in the brag sheet. But now that you mentioned trivia, I think Mr. Mulcahy would actually be. He's got, I don't know if you've had him for class. He's got some absolutely wild stories that are delightful that I'm sure would be fun to hear on a podcast. So, I mean, there's a lot of fun people in the school who'd be fun to hear from. But nice that since we end on trivia, I feel like that'd be a good possible segue to him.
Okay. Well, thanks for being with us today, Mr.
Yeah,
Donnelly.
thanks so much. Really enjoyed it.
And we will see you guys on the next one.